on the support pick. Jinair will go with the Nico in this spot, so we'll see which lane the Nico's going into. Your first thought is going to be top lane.
Because the little things sometimes, and now Malrang returning for a follow-up gank here. But here's Klid again. We'll be able to get that knock-up onto Khan, and there's the big root. First blood will come in for Jinair. Shame, but Malrang is here again for the counter gank. In comes Klid. Let's see if they can turn this one around, though. A lot of damage already coming out. And take a look at that. Vada's already down as Malrang just there to help out. But now we got Grace up against Faker once again. A lot of damage coming in. Faker looking for it, but has to ultimate away.
Spring season, I would say overall. A bit of a misjudgment there. Grace goes in.
Oh, he's got Malrang here too, and now Faker's low. Trying to make it work, but Grace already had that ultimate. Malrang even going to be able to...
As they should.
Not much that SKT can do, and they're going to be struggle with ending it here, but Klid and Khan trying to force it now as the TP is going to come in from root.
They're not giving this one up without a fight. Remember, the patience on the Rift Herald's pretty long, so it's still leash.
Still leashed here. It's going to come down to a smite fight. Getting pretty low. Nobody wants to make that first move, but now Jinair coming on in. It looks like the Rift Herald going SKT, but Nico flashing in. Vada's going to be the first one to go down.
1,500 gold behind, and yet you look at his items and the break point between Gauntlet, Mana, Reputation only grows.
Well, a good move by Jinair to come on over and go for the game.
Jinair needs to be in position to fight. They've got some great fighting items, but SKT play the musical chair, not pretenders, and they can force SKT to change.
Got a little skirmish up here on the top side as Faker and Klid very confident to start this one off, but now Faker gonna get flashed on and dunked here by Grace, who's doing it all alone. Malrang just for moral support.
Too much of a cold rush of blood to the head, so they push out again, get nothing from this. They actually lose the turret from their Baron start. Unpredictable Valdez. Jinair have tripped up in their execution in this part of the game many times.
And this is what happens when you're just kind of twiddling your thumbs in the enemy jungle. What's going on here? Now you lose the Nautilus, but actually Klid gonna take an immense amount of damage. Great teleport into the back line, but Zaya, look at that assassin getting on top of her. She is going to stay alive, though, and Vada's going to go down. Make that 3 now for SKT, who have gone down. Faker has to flash away, but Malrang's getting in there. He's going to pick up the double kill, and Jinair somehow is going to win this one and go to the Baron.
The TP play works this time, Valdez. The difference now is the meta has enough engaged. They do find the kills. They do make SKT accountable when they teleport, and this will be Baron, Jinair Green Wings.
Nothing that Khan can do, has to run away.
With flying colors at the end, like so many teams did in spring. So far, it's looking like the Jinair punishment and the subtle changes in the meta are enough to make that not the best way forward.
Yeah, Jinair themselves, they weren't playing this intensely aggressive game. Just a couple of decisive damage. The rest of the team winning in a fight that they were ahead in, and, well, Jinair come ahead.
Somewhere around the world, G2 and their prep for their LCK game are sweating right now. They don't know why. Yeah. We know why. This Jinair is looking pretty good, Valdez, and we know they're coming.
I mean, it's, you know, if you can beat the international champions, then obviously you're a pretty good team, right? It's Jinair. Let's see if they can actually do it here, as Grace stays alive forever with that aftershock, but it is not going to be enough as he does go down. Malrang now trying to get away from this one, as now Linderong's looking to be the big boss here up against Khan. Already comes out here. They know it's happening, but can SKT do anything? They're going to get in range, but it is not close enough, as now Kellen is going to push it around. As Rutho in the front lines takes a lot of damage, gets assassinated here by Faker. Now he is going to be the focal point, stays alive. Has actually some zoning by the Cataclysm for quite a while. First one to go down is Faker, and now Kellen tries to take out that phone. Not quite able to do it there, as the supports are going to be traded, but the Baron still will go the way of Jinair.
SKT in a bad position, team fight well, but still not enough because of all the sins of the early game, Valdez. Jinair still find a lot of advantages from it. They're going to break the base in the second spot. 2 inhibitors at minimum.
Let's see how this one does go, because the TP is coming in here from Khan. Is going to try to deny them that bottom inhibitor. Now going to get in there with the Spellbinder, has huge burst damage! And Rutho is going to barely get away. as Khan, just not enough there. Teleport. He didn't have to use it in the last one.
Malrang's alone.
Okay, Malrang. This is the way it had to be. As he is all alone here, is going to try to void rush in there, but goes down. Be able to do much. Let's see what Grace wants to do, though. Trying to start this one against Mata.
Want to see SKT peel off, but they're not gonna.
Yeah, they're sticking strong here. Grace doing a nice amount of damage. Nice hook there on a Teddy, who has to get out of this fight. Now Kellen is going to be tanking up in the front line. That Rice damage is unbelievable from the side of Khan, and that is going to easily push Jinair away. And Jinair going to be looking for the turn this time around. TP coming in. The Baron is getting low, and they're not pulling off of it, actually. Kellen going to nearly get blown up. Here comes Linderang from behind, and a huge Pop Blossom in that one, but do they have the damage as Khan is going to go down, but so does Grace and Kellen and Linderang. And now SKT can just turn it back, and there's this fight from Flynn. Teddy's staying alive in this one the entire time, and it looks like the rest of Jinair are just going to be hunted down in their jungle.
5v5 ends up being exactly what SKT needed. Root had to flash over the back of the pit. It meant that even though the Nico hit everyone, there was no damage behind it. SKT take their first Baron of the game. They're probably going to break the base as well, and they've certainly broken the hearts of the Jinair Green Wings.
It's definitely gonna feel real bad for them, as this was their game to lose, and well, it looks like maybe they've just done it. 20 seconds until Grace and Linderang are up here at SKT. Let's see if they continue pushing with the Baron. It looks like they are going to, especially this late in the game. Malrang coming on in. It's going to Void Rush, trying to take out Glid here. Nearly able to do it on the backside, but you can see Kellen's gonna go down. The GA as well is going to be popped, and the push will continue. TP coming on in as Linderang and Grace desperately trying to stop the siege that is their base right now. But with so many cannon minions coming in, and as well as the ultimate with all of those minions, big Pop Blossom again, they're going to take out the Braum. Stopwatch is here as well. You can see Root staying alive, doing that damage in the back line. Gonna try to pop down Khan. He's gonna take him down. Grace doing a bit of tanking so far, but Root still going forward. Has the ultimate to take the double kill.
They have Realm Warp. G2's done it many times, Valdez.
They're going.
They're going for this.
Here we go. The SKT train trying to get going. As in goes Teddy, Faker, and Khan, Mata, and the rest of them trying to stop them. Here's the Realm Warp. Everybody trying to get in range. As Faker gonna ultimate his way to the side, but Linderang trying to stop them here, but it's not enough as Teddy, Khan, and Faker make their way in with the Realm Warp and take game number one.
From Europe with love to lane against something else, and now we have the greater than circle of Lissandra being able to contain an Akali, but I can see that.
As here we go, Malrang hit level 6 and Faker missed everything. There you go, first blood. Valkyried into the wall and then flashed into the bush. There was a ward there, so that was a little bit embarrassing. But you can see Kellen, he missed his binding, took an insane amount of damage from the Lucian. But after getting that kill, Jinair just come over and say, thank you very much, this is our dragon now.
And awkwardly, it was one of those
defensive, maybe even out of range. But I'm gonna have to hold that thought here as Linderang has to flash away from this one, and that's about as easy a kill as you can ask.
I got my Q. Rivenesque and just pushing out the wave and get away. And worst comes to worst, if that damn pesky jungler's camping,
here we go again.
I'll get out. Now he doesn't even have ult.
He doesn't even have ult. He's almost dead. Yeah. Look at Malrang. He's like, yeah, what did you expect? I'm leaving.
Donna's happy if he exits this without a kill, but does get the Infernal Drake.
Infernal easily comes in. There's Root going to get all of this gold now as he takes out that first turret. And once again, he's got big pockets for this.
All of them high value would be a lot to give over to Jinair. Looking for a catch in mid-lane. Root's
Root
low.
Taking a ton of damage, has to blow that ultimate. And now we get the knock up here onto Malrang, who has to go golden. And the flash on in. They're looking to burst down this guy as Klid is going to bite the dust. As already a pick goes the way of Jinair. Even though Root was low, he's able to heal up a bit. Now it's 5v4 to the Dragon.
Stopwatch seemed very defensive from Malrang, but the flash was anything but caught Klid off guard. Now no smite, Mounted Drake started. Can SKT do anything other than just posture around this?
Big shield from the Lux, but Khan already getting into the back line, and Root with no ultimate is just gonna burn away, as does the Lux here, but Linderang on that team fight you were talking about with the Aatrox going forward. Khan here trying to get aggressive onto Grace, but he is going to be too much. Looking for that steal, but is not going to take the chance. Will just give away the second Mountain Drake. Garner and Aatrox in particular just get straight to the fight. So the Cloud actually not super low. And speaking of which, and getting into fights, we're going to click the first person we see. They get Mata, but here comes the TP. Grace in the front line is going to be denying a bunch of damage, but Mata's still alive for so long. And here's Khan trying to get into the back line. Will he have that damage? Yeah, he goes through 4 people, but now is on the run and is going to be dunked on the backside of this fight. So did a little bit of his job, but immediately
their respawn timers, and even though Jin trade up, Root.
Oh, Root trying to go 1v1 once again here. Oh, nice stopwatch, but you're dead, buddy, as he will be dunked there by the bomb of Phosphorus from Faker, able to just do that one in
jungle when there hadn't been a full reset and die and give over control on the Elder Dragon area, because unfortunately, yes, Mata has to stay alive. Things changes up. Linderung.
We're cutting it short here as Linderung is trying to be hunted down here from Klid, is going to get on top of him, and one more swipe means
up on little mistakes again and again, and that might be enough for a 2-0 victory.
Teddy here does have his own QSS on top of the
wait for that Infinity Edge.
All right, we're around right now.
Trying to click on the right. There's Malrang.
Okay, Malrang once again just blow up the Nautilus and go from there. That seems to be the strategy, but Grace, he's got something else to say as now Khan. Take a look at him in the back line, but doesn't find his man here. Does a ton of damage and will go into the Zhonya's, but it's not enough to stay alive. And now take a look at Linderung. Finally getting that Aatrox value. Takes down one, has the healing, and this guy just doesn't die. As finally will be able to make that Bloodwell work for him, but Faker now with the red buff going forward, trying to burst down Root. He's gonna not be able to go down, and now it's the Teddy show going 1 by 1. And here's Grace off the TP. Teddy is going to, but the two of them do not have that smite, and they're not gonna go in and just die. So the Baron.
About the Aatrox on side of Jin and AoE, and the damage starting to come there. Scary to think that even without all the
interesting numbers to look at as this game does come along, they still have that pick potential, and you begin to wonder, when is Mata going to pick out in? And let's take a look, the flash on in, it will go the way of Skarner, but Mata able to set up this team fight, and already though, he is going to go down as Khan, or actually that was Klid getting into the back line. Is not Flash engaging. He was the one that wanted the fight. He was the one saying, bring it on. And they're like, okay, we're going to kill you, and now your team can't do much, as once again, one of your assassins are going to go into the back line. This time it was Rek'Sai last time, but it's just dying too fast once again. Will go the way of Grace, or rather Malrang, on that Skarner. Khan, he's going to TP in, but they can't find any kills.
They don't know he's there, but it's too late for him to force anything. Maybe they get a pick.
Okay, well, Grace, you're in a bit of trouble here. He's all alone. The rest of his team, okay. Gonna go into ult into Zhonya's, but he's still gonna go down, as his team will be 5v4 is hard. As they're just gonna tank it up, take another turret. They had to return to bottom side. They lose another Nexus turret. And
for a moment there, we're back in the action.
Like, excuse me, I'm out of here. As now the push comes in, they can't get the assassination onto Lissandra, and they take out another big chip away at the turret. This is going to go down eventually, but only 10 seconds on the Baron. They should be able to take out the turret at least to start. As now even a TP is coming in. Jin are really committing to this push.
Are they going to try and end the game or take a free Elder Dragon of SKT, try an extended defense?
Well, this is one way to do it. They're going to find the guy that doesn't have the QSS. We mentioned it so many times, but they find the jungler too, as Rek'Sai immediately goes down. As this pick composition from the side of Jin seems to be too much for SKT to handle. Though they're still trying to threaten it here, 4v5. They still have a couple of 80 carries that are desperately trying to unleash that damage. Not really finding the angle as the lanes are pushing in. Faker's gonna go down! Root is gonna assassinate him on the front line. Gets knocked up, and everybody else on the side of SKT will not be able to have enough as double kill comes in. TPs are coming in, and we are going to game number 3.
A surprising game 3, but a welcome one, Valdez. Jin will not go down without a fight. 3 games against the MSI representative. Malrang stopped steady, and Teddy's going to have to deal with a 3rd game against his old org.
Wow, definitely not a result we were expecting, especially after Jin Air kind of threw that one away in game.
But doesn't give them that kind of 4-1 guarantee.
Wow, okay.
Hey.
And then immediate lock-in of Cassiopeia.
Okay. So this is Cassiopeia. Flash for flash, and Linderung doesn't have to flash. He could get the ball in.
Flash forward here, and he's going to pick it up, gets the knock.
Khan can't provide anything as the game goes on.
Take a look at this. They read where that ward is, and now with the chilling smite and the ultimate coming on in, but he's going to get stunned, and Clint comes in for the alley-oop, and another guy is going to get in there as now the mid laner, and there is Linderung to get that 1 kill, but he is easily going to be punished here at the backside of it as
his ultimate. Obviously at 13 minutes, no QSS is complete on either side, and well, let's do this one more time.
Yeah, let's do it again here. As Slicing Maelstrom does come in. Do they have the damage though? Look at Khan, able to flash out, is going to be able to go down though, as now Malrang will eat it, but actually the ult there from Faker, those are the ones you have to point out. You don't want to do everyone, but here's Klid, wants to point himself out, wanting to burst down this Aatrox, going to make it look easy. And now
a lot of control this game, and we're so far away from the previous point. Remember, 10 minutes ago, make the game about SKT coming to you. That is what Jin Air want to do. The mid is top lane.
Ooh, nice dodge there. Looks easy, but now Grace trying to get in there and take the kill, but not quick enough, and Khan and the rest of his team will be able to take him down.
Great baiting done there. By the outline, Jin Air want to make it about objectives, not moments like this.
Let's do it again, say SKT. They're trying to dive this bottom turret this time around, and Aatrox much easier to kill, but how about starting a Baron here at 20 minutes? Awkward timing for SKT, and they have the Mountain Drake. Question is, will they have enough damage to do it anyway? As now TP coming in from the side of SKT. It's going to be Faker with a huge amount of damage. This fight comes in, and it's going to go the way of Root. He does pick it up, but who else is going to die on the backside of this one? As Faker going to be able to take out one, and Jin Air are on the run here. Although Faker getting a little bit far ahead of himself, but looking to go for the outplay here on the Grace. Gets the knock up into the Rakan, and will be able to shut him down.
SKT mop up the kills. They get all but 1. On the side of Jin Air, largely just for the gold, was that Baron buff. It's off the rip now. SKT don't have...
Root had a pretty good game on the Xayah. I feel like we're a long way away from not going to force it there. He got too far away. So instead of that, let's take some other Medjai's. Looks very fun, but maybe not so great for your eyes. But probably good for the amount of damage you can do in fights, as he already had a death count. So why not?
And go on for just a needless large rod, and that's fine.
Okay, well, they're just going to burst him down. That's that dude. And the rest of them looking to just turn this one around. Charge on to Grace here, as you can see the insane amount of damage that is coming out from the side of SKT. They're just going to make them off of this rift here, as Root now is going to try to do a nice amount of damage, but it is not enough alone, and SKT are now pushing for the win.
SKT should be able to close the game here. They're TPing back to keep the minions alive. Is Khan. Get his health bar back as well. SKT too good. They show their class, but only in game number 3 of a series that on another day was dangerously close to a 2-0.
This was the game that made sense. The other two, I'm not so sure, Bob Smithy. So Linderung here alongside Malrang, going to try to do their best. The two wrongs, not enough to stop SKT from banging the door here in game number 3. Will be taking down the Nexus. GG, as SKT will pick up their first win from LCK.